Gravy, Dawn Smith Swagerman, Pam Snyder, Karen Bloom Jones, Robin Musich, Loishan, Keeleen Rao, and Mark and Mary Weiss. Would you please come forward, please?
Norman's graduating and graduating and graduating.
There's the oldest student you ever seen. Bob Goebbels. Here he comes, just like always, last. I don't know if anybody had time, but does anybody want to say something about the class of 1981? Bob Gould.
Class of 81. First grade, we were scared of our own shadows. Second grade, born to be good all year, so in May we could make our first communion. Third grade, beginning to get ornery. We thought we were too mature to fold our hands during prayer. Fourth grade, the big kids. We were the chiefs in charge. Fifth grade, on to defiance. Back to being scared of our own shadows. Sixth grade, bad kids. Eraser fights, broken window, it just fell out. Seventh grade, we were sticking together. Next year, we were back to the chiefs. Eighth grade, the big downfall. The water fight, we were warned not to have. But it was fun. The water started flying in Westphalia. It was bad. Water running down the steps, then stepping onto the bus to go on to defiance. The warning from the bus driver. Hey, we didn't listen. We were wet already. Arriving in defiance. Oh no. What a welcome. Sister Janine, Sister Amelia, Mrs. Holdsworth, Mrs. Jacobson, and of course, Father Brick, awaiting arrival. Yes, the bad kids of Westphalia had just arrived. Talk about a sad welcoming. Instead of the traditional picnic, you guys can run around the building until you dry. We would have been dry, but the real bad kids from Defiance were throwing buckets of water out the windows. And we kept running. And they thought the Westphalia kids were bad. Wrong. Then our goal of the first 8 years of education, graduation. We, the class of 81, are very fortunate to have everyone from our class still with us. Thanks.
Thank you, Bob. Well, they're leaving. I went to church one Sunday. It was 4 or 5 years ago, just hotter than heck. Anyway, when I come home, my face was red and scratched, and my wife says, "Did you go to church?" I says, "Yeah." "Well, what the heck happened?" I told her I got slapped twice. Well, she said, "What happened?" She says, "Well, we in church and it's so hot and everything, and this kind of heavy lady in front of me, she got up and most of her undergarments was in the wrong place, so I didn't think I should leave it there, so I didn't want to embarrass her, so I just took it and pulled it down." She turned around and she cracked me. She says, "Well, what do you mean you got slapped twice?" "Well, she made me mad, so I put it back." Sorry, sister. Now we have the class of 1971, 25 years ago. If they'd come forward, please. Mary Kanan Finken, Ed Henscheid, John Checkinger, Cecil Smith, Joyce Smith Clay, Mary Shomers, Grace Drucky, Stava. Thank you, sister. Rita Zimmerman, McKelly. Would you come forward, please? Not again. anybody had time to say something about the class. If anybody would want to, you're sure welcome to.
Teresa had me turn in our speech, and she lost it. We wrote this up on 2 10-minute breaks, so don't expect too much here. The class of 71 was a small but mighty class. There were 6 of us that graduated from Westphalia. We consolidated with Defiance in the 5th grade, which added to the number of students. When we consolidated with Harlan our freshman year, our class total was 220 students. Needless to say, we were overwhelmed by this. Every time we met in the halls, we gave each other a friendly hello. A special thanks to the class of 72 for putting on the senior breakfast after our Mass. It was probably the last time we all sat together. Thank you.
Thank you, Joyce. Next, we have the class 40 years ago, 1956. If they would come forward, please. Rosemary Buck Hubley, Darlene Kanan Wilberding, Janice Kanan Rao, Ruth Geezer Schaffer, Patricia Gross, Marjorie Kaufman Kramer, Kenneth Klein, Harvey Rao, Mike Scheckinger, Pete Schmeeding, Alan Schwery, Beverly Scott Nault, Kenneth Weiss, and Donald Zimmerman. If you would, or somebody in your family, please come forward, please. Now, if anybody has anything or prepared or would like to say anything about the class of 1956, sure, welcome to.
I didn't know I had to do this, so anyway, I think we had a wonderful class. We had a class reunion last night, and I think the years with the Catholic school did all of us, just made us better people, and I think we don't forget that the rest of our lives. Thank you.
Anybody else? Okay, we thank you. Now we have a class of 50 years ago, 1946. Dolores Geezer Beverly, Cyril Goebbels, Teresa Ann Goebbels Brinks, Mildred Claver Bloom, Wilbert Longfeld, Bill, Irene Snyder Loishin, Norbert Strucky, Joe Weir. Would you please come forward, please? We won't have no troubles having someone speak for this class, I can see. If there's anything you'd like to say, please go ahead.
You don't want to put these in front of me, because when I was a kid, everybody thought I should have been a priest. So, ready? Well, anyway, we're awful glad to be here. There's still all 8 of us around somewhere. Only 3 of us here. We're glad to be here. And it's always coming home when we come up here. That's all I can say.
Thank you, Neb. Thank you, class. Now, the classes of 1986 and 81, 71, 56, and 1946. There's none of the members of that class that has passed away. So that's pretty unusual. But it's going to get tougher from now on. 60 years ago, 1936, Lorena Goebbels Croth, Sabrina Goebbels Conrad, Gregory Longfeld, Alice Schultz Fallon, and a man who gave me a lot of education, Werner Smits, Josephine Train Ryle, Hilda Ann Weiss Walken, Father Eugene Zimmerman, Helen Zimmerman Petchy. Would you please come forward? If you can't make the steps, we could just stay down there. They want to go on stage? Okay. Might be their last time, you never know. I'm just kidding, of course. If anybody would like to say a few words about the class of 60 years ago, one thing I did forget too. One member of this class had passed away, Lawrence Weiss. Lauren Weiss. But if anybody would like to say anything, they could come out. If not, that's fine too.
I haven't seen my classmates for quite a long time, and it's a great honor to be here and to be with them. I think of them often, and I think often of the good things that happened to us as we went through school here. I try not to think of the bad things. And so I'm always grateful and grateful for the many, many things that we got out of our school here, the companionship that we had. As we get older, that means more and more to us. Thanks, all of you.
Class 60 years ago, 1936. Thank you. And for the class next year, the next class is 1935. We have a certificate for the living members, and we'll still mention the ones who have passed away. So the class of 1935, Rita Goebbels Weigerman, Leonard Roseman, Coletta Smith Hamilton, Roman Smith, Leona Schomer Kaufman, Ella Mae Schomer Smith, Helen Schulte Carey, Maria Strucky Nufro, and I think she might even have a birthday today, I don't know. We'll check it out.